Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning a last-minute recipe for pumpkin bread, but with a twist. So let's get started. So to start with, of course we'll be needing pumpkin, but just to show you the kind of pumpkin I'll be using today. Here's a smaller version, but we won't be using this one, and I will be taking the bigger one, which is the sweet and ripe one. Although pumpkin bread and pumpkin recipes are closely related to American cuisine, and these are made in a sweeter version, and with all due respect to the origin and use of this humble fruit, today I will be sharing my version of the pumpkin bread recipe for all you wonderful bakers out there. That is the savory one. Try it, and I'm sure you will enjoy it as your breakfast bread. So starting with making the pumpkin puree from scratch, we will be using this pumpkin and we will of course remove the seeds, of course not the skin though, because it's really hard. So I will be showing you an easier way to peel it. But first I'm just going to quickly show you how much this weighs. So that's 636 grams. For this recipe, you'll be needing only half of it, that is 300 grams, and I'm taking in double just to save up for another day. Once we chop them into big chunks, we will layer them onto a foiled tray. Covering it up from all the sides. Now we will place it in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 40 minutes. After about 40 minutes, I've got my pumpkin pieces out of the oven. Now let us check them if they are nice and soft and ready to use. Having baked in the foil, the pumpkin pieces have retained its moisture, and look at how soft and juicy it is. And just as easy to peel them. And now we will use these pieces to grind them into a puree using all the juices that have come out into the foil. And therefore we won't have to add any extra water. So here I have taken 240 grams of pumpkin puree, and the rest of it I have popped it in the freezer for a recipe that I can use another day. Now starting with the dry ingredients, let us take our whole wheat flour. I'm using a half cup measure to take 1.5 cup of whole wheat flour. And that would measure up to 225 grams. Next to the dry ingredients, we will also be taking 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda as well. We will sieve all of this together and set it aside for later use. What we have here next is our flax seed. These are whole flax seed, just to show you. What I have taken is the ground flaxseed powder, and this of course is a substitute for eggs. So we will be taking 2 tablespoons of flaxseed powder. To that we will be adding 6 tablespoons of room temperature water. Now this has to be left aside for 10 minutes until we use it in the recipe. Next I will be using the extra virgin olive oil, which is 1/3 cup, and it weighs about 65 grams. Next we will also take 1/4 cup of milk, which is about 55 grams. Now here, as I mentioned about the twist in my recipe, we are not making the sweet pumpkin bread, we are making the savory pumpkin bread, for which we will be needing only 2 tablespoons of jaggery powder. In addition to that, we will be taking our pumpkin spice mix. This will be 1.5 teaspoons, which is a mix of cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and dry ginger powder. But of course, we will be using more of cinnamon as it complements pumpkin very well. And lastly, we will prep our 9-inch loaf pan by greasing it with butter and lining it with parchment paper. So now that we have all our ingredients ready, let us get started with the method. Firstly, we will take the olive oil, which is a great substitute for butter or any other fats when baking cakes or even bread. It gives a wonderfully moist texture and a light, subtle flavor that pairs perfectly with this bread. To this, we will be adding the cane sugar or the jaggery powder and also, of course, the milk. Combine all of these extremely well so as to help the cane sugar to dilute before adding the rest of the ingredients. Next, of course, we'll be adding in the flaxseed gel, whisking it to ensure it is well combined. Finally, taking our last wet ingredient, but of course the most important one, the pumpkin puree. Give it a good whisk and make sure everything is well emulsified. Now, into the same bowl, we will sieve in the dry ingredients, that is the flour mixture and the spice mix. The idea of sieving the dry ingredients again into the wet is to get the bread to be light and airy. Now, at this point, we will be using the spatula and not the whisk. This is simply to incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet by using the cut and fold method. This helps from overworking the gluten in the bread, as we surely don't want the bread to be tough and hard. Now, taking our prepped loaf pan, which was greased and lined with the parchment paper, we will transfer the batter into it, and using the spatula we will level it up. And finally, we will top it up with some wonderful pumpkin seeds, which will give a beautiful crunch to every single slice of bread. Now, here's a simple trick of getting a single crack along the center line of the bread. Simply score along the midline with a knife and using a spoonful of fats or butter or even oil to pour it along the line, and that's where your crack will be in the bread once baked. This will go into a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 35 to 40 minutes. And there you have it, our beautiful pumpkin bread. Now, although we may be tempted to pull it out and slice into it, we must wait for it to come down to complete room temperature. And so allow it to rest on a wire rack. It feels nice and soft to touch. And now, after a long wait, let us slice into it. This pumpkin bread is so tender in texture, I could not have been more thrilled to see how wonderfully moist and soft it has turned out. And the sound of a toasted slice, that is something else. Spread a little cream cheese over it and you're ready for breakfast. I do hope you enjoyed this recipe just as much as I did, and if you do recreate it, tag me in the comments below and let me know how it turned out. Happy baking! Bye for now! And please do subscribe if you liked it. Thank you.